Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. So we're up and running. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we...
Climbs up big! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Played out to the right. Saka. Decent chance! Goal! Arsenal! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
So, a breakthrough already. Odegaard chooses to go back. Shoots! It's a goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, shooting chance! Relentless, just relentless. And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game, everything seems to be coming off for him.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
So what can they make of this? Now it's Havertz. He's away! Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
The action has already started. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Passionate, emotional, blood-boiling, sometimes angry, always the same. Yet every time a little different. Oh, good-looking ball. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, someone whose career I've watched with real interest, Peter, is Odegaard. Having seen him break through at such a young age and having so much pressure thrust on him, I really think that the time he spent outside Norway has done him a lot of good. And look how much he's developed.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Some really good ball movement. That's a sharp pass. Xavi Simons. So, what can they make of this? Now it's Richarlison. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. And here's Xavi Simons. He's come in hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Chance, surely! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's a decent clearance. Opts to play it back. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. Pedro Porro drives forward on the overlap. Pedro Porro. Cross goes in and he shoots! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Tottenham have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Odegaard.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's played it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And it's Simons.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Tottenham look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting...
And the finish! Nicely aimed pass. Rice. Odegaard. Now, can they get him away? This looks promising. Plays it in low. That has been knocked clear. João Palhinha. Xavi Simons. Threads one in. Zubimendi cuts out the pass. Now it's Havertz. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Simons. Xavi Simons goes pelting down that left-hand side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rice receives it in a good position here. And it's Rice. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, this looks sharp.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Solanke running with the ball. Zubimendi for Rice.
There will be 1
Calafiori.
minute added time.
And he welcomes it in. Udogi gets good distance on it. And smartly reclaimed. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
First half is up and things are looking
It's a
good.
dressing room that
Let's hope for
needs
another good
rousing
show
at
in the second
half-time,
half.
because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Romero, Udogi, Van de Ven, Xavi Simons chasing after it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ødegaard. Now it's Rice. Nice control. Swings it across. He'll try to keep this alive. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Richarlison. And it's Bissouma. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. And he's straight offside. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level it.
Oh, what a mistake! Played out towards the right wing. Here's the return pass. Simons. It's a really well-measured ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field. Number 3.
We have got changes here
Number
from both
13,
sides, in fact.
Udogi. Number 8, Bissouma. Number 9, Richarlison. Number 7,
And now a sudden
Number
chance to
23,
counter.
Pedro Porro. Coming on the field, number 4.
Eze, there he goes, motoring
Number
forward.
33,
Played with finesse. And he was
Number
alert to
30,
it.
Bentanco.
That's exactly
Number
what they need to keep
39,
doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually
Number 10,
you might just get that
James
little break.
Maddison.
Well, they're looking a
Number
whole lot more
24,
urgent now.
substitution
You know,
in
the
progress.
interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Hoisted in. And he's there to belt it away. Gabriel Jesus is flagged offside. Eze aims beyond the defence. Real chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Saliba. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. João Palhinha. Arsenal finding their passes. Alex Marino. Not the most accurate pass.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Kolo Muani. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Time and again they are repelled. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kolo Muani. Spence looking to hit the byline here. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. That's a cute ball. Chips it through. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Looking to play him in. He's being urged to shoot. Arsenal with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Davis can get it clear. Timber. Good ball, good take.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Maddison. Maddison tries looking. Good chance here! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Well, there's the clearance. And that's that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage. And so the calm before the storm. A game this
Hello,
so
everybody, and
engraved
welcome
into
to
sporting
today's
history.
match.
These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
The action has already started. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Passionate, emotional, blood-boiling, sometimes angry, always the same, yet every time a little different. Some good work on the right flank here. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in English football, because I don't think he was playing in his correct position. And I know he was helped, but all the help in the world can't always make it work. You have to make it work yourself. And he has stuck at it. And I'm really delighted to see the application beginning now to pay off with style.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Ødegaard. Eze threads one in, brilliantly cut out. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Saliba gets over and intercepts.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Arsenal could not have hoped for a better opportunity. This to make it 1-0. Doubt. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Timber. Saka. Now, what about a counter-attack? Xavi Simons is fouled. Knocks it into space. Skims one in. He's had a shot! Oh, that's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Timber. 30 minutes gone. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Richarlison. Richarlison finds himself offside. Great vision. Calafiori cuts out the pass. Van der Ven takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, can he get onto this? And he's picked out the run. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. So what can they make of this? Calafiori. Rice. And it's Ødegaard. That's Eze. Rice. Nicely shaped ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bissouma.
There will be one
good
minute
spread.
at a time.
Pedro Porro charging forward down that flank. He's being urged to shoot. And Solanke! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Arsenal are level. That's a foul, no two ways about it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Ødegaard, looking to play him in, and he's in on goal, and he's onside. He's had it taken off him.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
João Palhinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rice. That's tidy. Foot in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Solanke!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Romero. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Solanke is herring after that one. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Richarlison. Can he get on the end of this? And he was alert to it. Timber going full tilt down the left. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
Bentancur.
Number 8. Bissouma. Number 7.
Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Richarlison.
Lovely ball, Trossard!
Solanke. Coming on the
He's
field.
quick to get it clear again.
Number 24. Number 30. Bentancur. Number
Dragushin.
10.
Kolomwani might just make this.
Number 39, Kolomwani. Number 11, Tell. Substitutions taking place.
Madison. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Spence. Bentancur. Merino. And Gabriel Jesus. Trossard. Played out to the right. And he's gone backward here. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Arsenal take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Trossard. Oh, well played, well sorted out. João Palhinha. And that has left him in a heap. Madueke. And it's Marino. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, that's nice. Low into the middle.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Merino. Tries to pass it through. Gabriel Jesus. Chance here to counter. Played into space. Trossard. And that has been slung wide. Aimed beyond the defence. He's on it. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Maddison. Into the last 5 minutes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now he's off and running. Maddison.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Good read, needed to be. Colomwani seated in a good position here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Desperate defending required here. Backward it goes. And the finish! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Arsenal pull through. Sometimes. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
He's having a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Yamal. De Jong. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Eze. It's Saka. That's a sharp pass. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been caught napping. De Jong. He has found the way through.
Such good technique.
Ferran Torres. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Araujo makes the interception. Ødegaard. Well, he was clearly...
Oh, terrible pass.
And he's managed to get free.
And he shoots! Goal! Arsenal are level.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Saka. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Gavi. Now, what about a counter-attack?
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Opts for safety. Araujo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Yamal. De Jong. Gavi. Knocks it into space. Backward it goes.
Ferran Torres! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front!
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona go into the lead. Koundé gets good distance on it. Yamal. And that is a little undercooked. Ødegaard picks it up out wide. Yamal.
And here's the chance to counter.
Passes short and sharp.
Close shapes to shoot!
And he gets rid in a hurry. Pass somewhat off target. Eze ploughing through the middle. Chance again. No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Bullish header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Balde. Ferran Torres wins the duel this time. Plays it in low. Mosquera attempts a clearance. And it's De Jong. Now, can he finish? There it is! Yamal might just make this. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rice is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Yamal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Eze.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And we hit half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the game has already resumed here.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Balde. Timber. Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's gone loose. De Jong.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Probing pass. Deep through. And the finish! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
That has ended up in no man's land. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he cuts out the supply. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ødegaard. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Eze.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well read, nice interception. Yamal, who's set up one goal so far. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And here's Havertz. De Jong. And it's Balde.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, there's a probing ball. He's a sharp little ball here. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that looks a decent ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Eze looking to add to his goal. And it's Eze. Eze. Lovely, now then. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Havertz. Balde. De Jong. Ferran Torres. He's herring after that one. Ferran Torres. And the shot! And one more try! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Lewandowski at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed...
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison.
And already we're underway here.
Balde tries a cross. Lewandowski finds himself offside. Opts for safety. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Pau Kubasi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Lewandowski. Distributed tidily. And no, that was never going to make it. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting to...
A header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And they can counter here. And it's Balde. Balde going full steam ahead down the left flank. Good ball, good take. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a decent chance! That's a little off target. Dani Olmo. It's Lewandowski! Yamal. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Gavi.
Oh, they could break here.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Looking for a runner. De Jong calmly anticipates. He's through and all alone! Can he finish? Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. De Jong. Great vision. Can he get onto this? Ferran Torres. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Balde. And he goes cross-field. Gets to show off his quick feet. This is Dung. Some resolute defending there. Aims beyond the defence. Gavi. Ferran Torres has it in a wide position.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Quality ball. Lewandowski is onto it in a flash. Now, can he finish? It's hit the upright. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Shot could be on. And that was very necessary. Now it's Lewandowski. Great defending, strong and determined. No way through there. Ferran Torres. Nicely shaped ball. Always onto this. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Gavi. Balde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Pressing high and with purpose. Barcelona with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. De Jong. Gavi. Ferran Torres. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Gavi. Great ball, and he's in here.
La asistencia a este partido
Smartly reclaimed.
asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
And Jamal. Looking for the shapes to shoot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Balde. Ferran Torres. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He is through here. Ferran Torres. Spread out to the left. De Jong. And it's Gavi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Not the most accurate pass. Gavi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Ferran Torres. Tries to play it through. Gavi. He's picked his way through. Koundé deals with that comfortably. Knocks it into space. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for it. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
And play cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Short changes him with that pass. And here's Thuram. Tries to pass it through. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, that pass isn't the best.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Doué. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is onto it in a flash.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Valverde. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Olise. Oh, it's a great ball here. Eder Militao.
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Great vision. That has not gone well.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Camavinga.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Valverde.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Camavinga. France have got it back and they'll have another go. And he cuts out the supply. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. And here's Mbappe. He's looking wide. Shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Bellingham. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe, chance here to counter. And here's Thuram. Now it's Doué. Now it's Camavinga. This looks promising. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Looking to play him in. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Stood up well to him there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Valverde. Olise.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And it's Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty.
France present their opponents with the best possible chance here to open the scoring. Off the bar! And he's buried it! 1-0! Not a twitch, not... And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Chers spectateurs, je vous invite à consulter l'écran pour retrouver les horaires des trains au départ des grandes lignes.
And the second half gets underway.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's got away.
Doué. Now Mbappe.
Now it's Camavinga. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Camavinga. Traoré.
And here's Doué. Vinicius Junior. Looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Traoré.
It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
And it's Koundé.
He has a look out.
And here's Olise.
A lot of space ahead of him.
Traoré, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Traoré gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Traoré. Camavinga.
Oh, that's fabulous. Alexander climbs up big. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Valverde.
And he's managed to get free.
That has been cut short.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
France are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Valverde. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Doué, steaming on goalwards. Oh, right place, right time. Vinicius Junior. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now there's a fine ball, and the finish! He scores! Right back in it, almost no time remaining, game still on. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all, expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro
That
9.
has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the
Le
momentum.
numéro 12. Le numéro 15.
France really
Attention,
can't be faulted
changement.
for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Rodrigo might just make this. He's being urged to shoot. He is through here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Conte. There's a no-nonsense tackle. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Conte. And this is, can he finish? It's fallen loose again. Oh, it's in! And that may just do it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so
Il y
we
aura
can't be
2
too
minutes de temps
presumptuous yet.
additionnel.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now, can they get him away? And that was very necessary. And the referee brings it to a close. France have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial
Chers
setback.
spectateurs, je vous rappelle que les
Mbappe
agents qui
voted
nous
man of the
opèrent
match,
nous
and
attendent
deservedly
à la
so.
boutique du club. Ils vous proposeront le programme
France
du match,
leave it
ainsi que
late,
d'autres objets
but in the
souvenirs.
end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That's good play.
And here's Mbappe. Quality ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride.
Great chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's no flag.
A lot of space ahead of him.
And it's hoisted clear.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Thuram. Bellingham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Traoré. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move. Olise.
Lovely feet.
Doué.
And the shot! He scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Mbappe. It's Camavinga. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away.
Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner.
And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Mbappe! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camavinga. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. That's good running with the ball. And the first half is done. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
France are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a shade optimistic. Hernandez. And it's played forward. Knocks it into space. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Mbappe!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's managed to get free. Olise! No way through there. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Mendy cuts out the pass. Valverde.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Camavinga. Rudiger. Valverde.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Valverde. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Votre attention, chers spectateurs. Nous vous demandons de bien vouloir garer vos véhicules uniquement dans les parkings prévus les jours de match. Merci de votre compréhension.